5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. Welcome to Wednesday Night Shite, everybody.
It's good to be here.
It's me, Fenn.
Yeah. You know, this might be one of the most comfortable Friday night shites we've ever filmed. Wednesday night shites, I mean, sorry.
Yeah. You don't even know what day it is.
Sorry.
You're sitting there commenting.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what are you doing?
Well, to be fair, I'm so used to only doing it on Friday because we had stuff come up. So.
Yeah, but like we're getting back into Wednesday night shites because they're fun.
Yeah, they are.
This is the fun stream. The Friday night one is like
the serious.
Well, let's do some business and let's whatever. But also they're very fun. But yeah, we've got Felonious Devonious here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Bernd der Ataman, the old guy, wearing a wife beater, which I had to explain to him that term, which is fun. And it's awesome. So what's everyone else up to?
Not wearing wife beaters.
Yeah, looks like Mike has not quite understood. He explained wife beater to me.
He hasn't understood wife beater.
Has just a t-shirt there.
Well, I don't own a wife beater. If I were to wear a wife beater, my tits would fall out.
Wear a paper bag?
Well, no. So I'm just going to explain.
Starting to wear a paper bag?
We'll go one thing at a time, Bernd. We'll go one thing. We'll just go one thing at a time. We'll explain one thing at a time. One, if I had a wife beater, my tits would fall out, and that would be no good.
That's one way to get super chats.
Well, that's what I've OnlyFans for.
That's fair. And now that porn isn't getting all, removed from OnlyFans,
right?
You can continue to make money on that. Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny. Like that, we're gonna remove hardcore porn from OnlyFans. Well, what do you think all these simps are on there for? They want to see some chick, noodling herself and with whatever. They're gonna pay that. Like if you ban porn from OnlyFans, it's gonna be like this.
It sounds like it wasn't their decision, though. This goes all the way back to the banks and the credit card companies deciding that.
Sure,
yeah,
but they petitioned them, and like they were like, well, hey, I mean, there's credit card companies and banks and everything that like they facilitate purchases for premium porn on regular websites. It's like, well, why not a live website if it's consensual between two adults? Who gives a fuck?
Fair.
Fair. Like who cares?
Fair.
If you want to pay money as an adult to see some other adult finger blast themselves or jerk off or whatever the fuck you want, whatever you're into, so be it. I mean,
true.
It's just my opinion on it. Like, who cares?
Well, it's all in the past now. Turns out it was like, I guess we're gonna get too much flack for this. Better not go through with it. So,
well, they would lose like 3/4 of their business.
Well,
hey, get away from
a lot of it was they made this decision which would lose them money in order to make more money, but they got too much flack for it, so
it'll even out. Give it a few months. It'll even out.
So.
It'll even out.
But so I get where they're coming from, but.
Baron, do you know about this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
I'm just amused.
You're amused?
You don't know. You don't even know what the internet is all offering. You just have to look a little bit further.
Wasn't the internet meant to stop nukes from other countries?
I don't know. The point is, Germany also uncomplicated. If somebody wants to go online and he protects it in the age group with correct age control, you can get it. There's no problem. That's possible. You just have to look around. Yeah, I do not know if there is some kind of mechanics out there which block Americans from accessing that. But I think there's always a way around that in the internet. And I know that there's private pages up there where people actually do that.
Yep. And it's like, I don't have a problem with it as long as everybody's,
you have to protect the youth a little bit from seeing the nasty fantasies of some old geezer. So that's basically what it is.
That's very true. That's very true.
For sure.
Yeah, that's very true. It is. And as long as you are able to make there's a difference and make sure that the right audience, age-wise, gets it in their hand,
Right.
I don't care. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care if the mutti from 3 blocks away puts her tits on the TV. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long I don't have to see it, I'm good.
That's fair. It's like all those
Right.
people when I do all those boot videos that get a little weird in the comments.
Yeah.
You got
I cannot
nice
see
feet.
the
You got
comments.
nice-
Is there a reason for that?
You can't see comments. Can
You
you
got
see
to
comments,
click the
Devin?
little comments tab. You got to go from private chat to comments up in the right corner.
Right corner.
Because KJS said, I never understood paying for
Ah.
porn anyway.
Now I got
There's-
it. Yep.
Plenty
There
of
you
free
go.
shit for all you for all your fucked up fetishes. That is correct. But here's the thing: is a lot of people. This isn't like because of what happened last year with the disease and everything. This is before that. A lot of people want it to be more personal. They want it to
Yep.
feel more. Okay, well, me and possibly like 5 other people are seeing this because I paid for it, and it's so more personal. It's a weird thing that comes along with the internet in general, and yeah, that's the thing. But
Oh God.
yeah, and so Joseph Rios says, "Can't wait to watch a short film you are making." Yeah, me either. To be
It's gonna
honest,
be. We got a ways to go before that.
yeah, but it's gonna be like when we watch it, like we're gonna be on set and everything. Well, Devin's not because he's got
I'm
to
not gonna
work
be there.
his ass
Yeah.
off, but he's gonna be advising. But like Barron and I are gonna be on set. We're also really eager to watch it and see what we made.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're with you, man. Like it's definitely cool. But yeah. So as far as like OnlyFans and all that shit, it's weird. Is like again, like Baron said, as long as you can like make sure that kids aren't watching it, which with the internet is very difficult.
I mean, it's the push of a button. So.
Right. So Austin said hi. So yeah. Baron,
About that. Yeah, we got to talk about.
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a lot because I want people to spread this. So hey, Mike, I don't know if you saw or not, but the eBay listing for the Type 90 is gone, and the guy changed his name. He also removed his other listing for a rack fast helmet ballistic test, whatever. If you change his name, I would love for you to you can either email me at mike@mikemilitary.com or message me on Facebook at Mike B. You'll know it's me. With his new name, because that shit does not sit well with me. So what happened today, Baron, is I sold. So Devin and I went out and we shot a World War II Japanese Type 90 helmet shell, right?
Well,
We
one
did a
that was
ballistic test.
obviously refurbed by Thailand.
Yep. So it was updated, but it was the same metallurgy and everything. So we shot it. We have a whole video on that. Everybody saw it, and we sell the shot up helmets for a lot less than what we paid for them, just to recoup a little bit of the costs. And hey, a YouTube viewer can have some memorabilia for not that much money, and they can do that and be like, yeah, hey, I actually have this helmet from that ballistic test. It's fun. Yeah. So this guy bought it from me.
After we joked about it. Remember, we literally joked about this.
We joked about this. We said, I wonder how long it's going to take for this helmet to show up as a battle damaged, World War II Japanese helmet. I wonder how long it's going to take. We were joking about that. And so it sold to this guy. And then weeks later, which was yesterday, this guy decides to list it on eBay, and I have all the screenshots of his listing. So like it's permanent. He did a great lie by omission. He didn't technically say it was World War II battle damage, but he basically
really made it sound like it was.
Some newer collector would really be like, oh shit, this is a great piece, a historical piece. And he charged a hell of a lot more than what I sold it to him for. And that's not the problem. The problem is he lied by omission. And I have everything. So I made a short video this morning. And I also sent him an email and I said, this is not good. And you're fucked. Because I'm going to make a YouTube video. I'm going to use your public eBay username. and all that stuff. And I posted screenshots and I narrated through it of like why it's not good. If I sell something as a ballistic test that was done in 2021, I don't want people selling it as fakes, you know? And anyway, so I had a really good YouTuber slash customer of mine email me this morning before I woke up about this. And he goes, don't know if you care or not, but like this guy is selling this helmet. And I was like, yeah, it's the same helmet. And the place he was selling it from lined up to, you know, all that stuff. Again, whoever also suggested that I dox this guy and post his personal information, you're fucked. Like, you're fucking dumb.
You don't do that. That's just too far.
It's so stupid. It's not worth it. But his username is eBay username. Well, I can post because that was a public page. Anyway, so I posted that, and about 2.5 hours after I posted this video, he removed it, and he removed his other listing, and then apparently now he changed his name.
Yeah.
So
you guys know we do have here quite an extensive antique phonograph collection focused on Edison phonographs. And I had created 8 years or 9 years ago a homepage with lots of pictures, even pretty detailed pictures about that. And then actually this picture showed up in one of the forums, and the guy offered that for sale. And that was interesting because that phonograph was still in our phonograph room.
Oh,
so
yeah.
how could you offer that for sale? And we put directly the strings on it. And then finally, they actually got that guy. It was a guy from Thailand who tried to make money there. And the only thing you learn from it, never ever buy something and use some kind of payment methods like money transfer or MoneyGram or how the companies are.
Western Union.
Then that phonograph he picked was one of the more expensive ones. You are looking in the $10,000 range.
Yep.
And so there is really evil out there. That's the point. There's a lot of evil out there. And you find it in any niche. If you go to militaria, if you go to antiques, if you go to phonographs, if you go to whatever. You find it all over the places where assholes are out there who want to take advantage of people. That's simple.
It's like all the Nazi stuff. There's more fake Nazi stuff than there ever was real Nazi stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And so that's the cool thing is like I'm glad. I know who sent it to me. I'm not gonna name him because I want to keep like getting tips from him if shit like this happens. But hey, when shit like this happens, I sold that. Okay, I sold that item. I've touched that item. We shot that item. You've touched it. I cannot abide by people passing that off as an original thing and charging more money for it. Again, if you were to say this is from the Mike B and Devin K ballistic test and you want to charge more for it, so be it.
That's fine because you're saying what it really is.
It's honest. Yeah. It's an honest description. I don't care. You buy something from me that I didn't know about. You buy something from me for $5 and you can sell it for $800 and I just didn't know about it. As long as it's honest, I don't give a shit.
Yep. More power to you.
That's not what it's about.
Works, yeah.
It's about being honest though. And this guy, man. So he sent me an email.
So did you recognize that Dan by accident run into a razor? His mustache is gone.
Yeah, because he's not a weird old creep like some people we know. Not naming names. He's not an old creep that has a mustache constantly. He sometimes like realizes that the mustache makes him look more creepy, and he shaves it and whatever. And I
actually got a lot of flack for shaving it, but
yeah,
but it got to the point where I'm wearing a mask every day again for work, and you're just breathing into it. And it's getting pulled on by the mask and stuff. And it just became too much to manage with this heat and everything like that. So I was like, nope, it's coming off.
So with other words, you are a wimp.
I guess, yeah.
You're a wimp.
That's right.
You cannot take it.
That's what made me shave it last time too, exactly, was that same exact thing. I was like, it got so big to the point where it was like, I can't stand this anymore. Because while it's shorter, that's fine under the mask. But once it gets to a point where it's so long, that it starts getting hot on the mask, it's like, yeah.
I mean, I all get that with a mustache, but why, when you are with a razor at it, why did you have to accidentally hit your hair too? Quite a bit shorter.
I do need a haircut again already. It's only been 3 weeks, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
So Austin
you
just
were by
emailed me this.
You were by creepy old men, something like that, Mike.
So this is funny. No, really quickly, Austin just emailed me this. The guy's updated eBay username, Abu Hamza 1435. So that means father of 10, 19 or 1435. But we'll keep on that. I'll keep on that because that's not okay with me. Like that's not okay.
Bad.
Even my better half was like, well, what if somebody like takes one of these and sells this as a battle, like a real one? And I'm like, well, it won't happen because, and it won't happen because we've got people who are watching and know my channel and watched us do that and watched it sell on my site for a little bit to recoup the costs and whatever. So no, that's cool. I
wonder if any of the other ones have tried selling like that we haven't caught.
I haven't seen. Well, no, some people have tried, but they're charging more for it, but they're being honest about it.
They're saying what it is. Okay.
Yep. And no, I've seen that, and that's fine. I don't care. Like, once you buy it from me, it's yours. Just be honest about it. Like, it was a ballistic test from this and that. This shit was completely lying. And then the fact that he scrubbed his Iraqi Freedom ballistic tested helmet, his fast helmet, and it changes the name and everything after I sent him an email. And yes, I swear in emails to certain people. As a business owner, I do that. Oh my God. I ended it with, I hope it was worth it, fuck Belch. I hope it was worth it. Because this guy, like, again, just be honest. I have no fucking sympathy for people that just lie to people and fuck people over. I have no sympathy for that. No empathy. You cannot try to make an excuse. Yeah, I'm down on my money and everything. It's like, well,
you can still get money by selling it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
he could sell it for $200. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a Type 90. So.
Yeah, it is very simple. If you try to take advantage knowingly of other people, you are an asshole. It's that simple it is.
Exactly.
Assholes need to be pointed out, and there's no way around it. Yeah, because you need to protect the world from assholes. There's way too much out there around. That simple it is. Yeah. Honesty is unfortunately a big issue with a lot of people. So I don't like it, and I think just dishonest people, and especially if they use it to take advantage of other people, need to be pointed out.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, so we're all historians, we're all like collectors, and like we like certain things.
Yeah.
When I see people trying to take advantage of new collectors that are possibly getting into the hobby, at all lying at all in this thing, I don't lie. I've gotten some things in the past where I go, oh, this is going to be gold, and I get it, and I'm like, oh, it's actually not.
Yeah, it's not what you thought it was.
I still advertise it correctly, and I'm like, here's what it is. Bam. And then I get some things, and I'm like, oh, shit, but I'm still going to advertise it honestly. Like, here's what it is, and it's awesome, and whatever. When people lie by omission, which this guy did, and he could deny. I have the screenshots. You're fucked. If you're watching this, you're fucked. I have the screenshots of your description and the listing title. So whatever. But I cannot abide by that because it fucks over the collecting community, and it puts so much strain on people who are just getting into it, which we need to keep this going. Long after Devin and I are gone and all you guys are gone, we want people to just be honest with each other, like what this is. It's got provenance from this and this, and this is how it was battle damaged in a ballistic test in 2021 on a video that's chronicled on YouTube, which I don't know how the hell he was expecting this to not get found. But it's like, I just want it to be honest. Like, people will buy it. They'll go, okay, yeah, I want that helmet from the ballistic test because that was cool.
That's cool.
It's
it's cool.
Yep, and whatever. But you also know where it came from. It wasn't battle damaged
for sure.
After World War II, come on. So
well, it's also a Thai one that they refurbed in the 50s.
Oh, he said that. He said that, but again, the way, like, you can read the description on the video, like,
but they didn't go to battle with anyone after World War II, so how can it be battle damage?
Yeah, he worded it in a way that was for a new collector, they would get fucked.
Yeah,
and I don't want that. And so anyway, I think we've covered that. So
for sure,
let's move on to your traps. How have you working on your traps lately? Your traps, your muscles? You don't even know what the fuck that is because you don't bodybuild. I obviously bodybuild.
We are talking.
Both of you.
I mean, I'm in pretty decent shape, so I mean,
I'm in better shape than you are. So what do you want from me?
Yeah, my trapezes, yeah, they're okay.
But your traps, Baron, your traps. These muscles.
Yeah, your little neck muscles right here.
They go to your back.
Yeah,
you've been working those out. You've been working those out, Baron.
To sit straight.
Yes, you do.
See, they are there.
Yeah. They keep your head from falling to the side, that's for sure.
No, they do.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Baron's like Chucky. He's like the doll Chucky. Like, his head is so big, and his body is like average. He can take it, but like, Jesus, yeah, like, if one muscle isn't right, Baron's head's just gonna start falling to one side.
Over to one side.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Remember the shoe size compared to that. Don't forget.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, so Baron has, when we were doing the costumes for the or the video or the film, he says, "Yeah, I've got a 38-inch chest, which is a small, like almost an extra small, depending on what scale you're using. 32-inch waist, normal, and everything." And it's like, that's fine. And then he's like, "I have a 58-centimeter head," and I'm like, okay, that's for your body says like that's big. He's like, hey, it was measured professionally, which it was, and I'm like, okay, and so I get the uniform. I get Baron's uniform for this film, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I could probably get one of my thighs through it. Yeah, like maybe through his tunic, like. Okay, that's fine. And then his helmet is like, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just send all the shit to him. Hopefully it fits. I really hope it fits.
Yep, you'll just put it all in the helmet and throw some paper over it and send it to you.
It fits perfect.
Kevin, did you ever see the helmet?
I did. He sent me the videos of you when you were wearing your uniform.
You saw it on
I did, yeah.
Yep, I sent it to him. Yep.
Okay. So then I don't grab it now, and I don't show it to your guys, Mike. So
yeah, no, right, exactly. And but anyway, I was like, so Baron has got like the slim, like good body that everybody strives to have, but he's got this melon head like an American would. But it's funny because he's German, like. So I guess a lot of the Americans here suffer from the same thing with the German heritage of like the massive head and the nice sized body.
Fair. Well, I'm not far off from his sizes. I have a 40-inch chest and a 34-inch waist.
I'm now very careful. I do not even respond to that because I don't want to hurt anybody else's or somebody else's feelings. Yeah.
Well,
there's people in here that have a lot bigger heads than you do.
You're talking to me. I have tits and I'm a guy. So you're not going to hurt anybody else's feelings. Even in the chat, these guys, they're pretty good. Like the YouTube viewers, they're pretty good. We do a lot of self-deprecating shit. And, and like Devin, like he was saying is he's about like one size bigger body-wise.
One size bigger than you, basically, yeah. And I have a 58 head too.
Yep. So he's got a big melon, and it's like, I always made fun of Devin and like publicly on stream and privately, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! Like your sizes are not fun to find because you're not proportional. You've
No.
got your body is great. It's like proportional. And then your fucking head size. What?
Big, yeah.
What are you doing?
Fair. And I love finding surplus pants, and they only say the waist size. So then I order my correct waist size, and they look like capris on me, and I have like
because
high water pants, So
and that's what's funny is you and I were discussing that, like, because you're 5'10",
yep.
I'm 6'3", but I have a normal like a 30-inch inseam, like that's pretty standard. And then you were saying like, well, you have
a
longer
34-inch inseam,
right? And you have a shorter torso
mm-hmm.
than I do, and I have a longer torso than you do. And you were like, yeah, well, it's just a torso.
Yeah, you were like, there's no way you have a 34-inch.
Exactly.
And I was
exactly.
like, I do. So.
And yeah, but your torso length is shorter, and my torso length is longer, but I have normal size, or not. You know what I mean? Right? Like 30-inch is pretty standard.
Pretty standard, yeah. If you're like 5'6", yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, but like the torso is long. Like my gut hangs out if I were even
you got that
size.
Shrek body where you got the short little legs and the big tall.
Yep.
Oh god!
I'm a fucking ogre. I'm an ogre.
You could make a fantastic comic strip.
You got to do that, Mike, for like a Halloween costume. You got to put together the like potato sack tunic and the plaid pants with the pointy shoes and the.
Yeah. I mean that would be great. But yeah, it's just people are shaped a lot differently. Like it's insane. Like it's. Yeah, because you have a 34 inseam, and I'm like, what the fuck? How? No way. And then you like show me, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yep, my jeans they're a little bit too long, but nobody makes like a 33-inch inseam.
But your torso is a lot shorter, which is why you aren't as fat. Because my torso, I've got a lot more room to fill with food, and it needs that to survive. And then the longer torso, just all the fats, because like you see my legs, like they're not fat at all. My legs are very muscular and toned, but it's like it all forms up here, and it's like so.
Yeah, that Shrek body.
The Shrek body, exactly. It's like so all the fat it forms from here on up, and it's like what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah,
it's like a lot of people
blow up an outhouse and talk about eating people's eyeballs and squishing people's.
Well, it's quite good on toast.
yeah, eyeball jelly. It's quite good on toast. Yeah.
Christ, yeah, that's the funny thing. It's like, and like Baron, he's like pretty proportional except for his head
and the feet. So everything between is perfectly proportional. I agree.
Well, I'd say your feet. I'd say your feet are proportional. To your actual body size, they could be a size 9.
Yeah, but
like I mean, really, But I mean, 8's not that. It's not that.
No,
bad
8's still pretty average. The average size in the United States is 8 to 10. So
8 to 12, mind you.
That's sure. Same difference. That's still fitting in the average category, though.
Yep, 8 to 12 is average, and then So Baron, don't beat yourself too hard up about that. It's pretty standard.
Yeah, you can find a lot more surplus boots than me and Mike can. That's for sure.
But if you were a size 9, your head wouldn't wobble as much when you talked.
That's fair, probably. Yeah, be grounded a little better. Yeah.
I can change my from the Altemann to wobblehead. I mean, I'm very self-conscious. I'm very self-conscious.
Yeah, Baird is very self-conscious. He's very self-conscious.
I don't care. I always had said while I went through life, I always said when my hair turns gray, then it's gray. I will not spend a dime on paint for the hair. Yep. And if I get a pimple on my nose, then I get a pimple on my nose, and I will not go and spend thousands of dollars for somebody to surgically, cosmetically remove a pimple. Yeah, that is, in my opinion, the whole industry in that matter is just stupid. For women, okay, let them make them pretty for us. I agree with that. But we men, we are just what we are. And if you start to change that by trying lipstick, or I, as a man, then something is quite wrong. And when I see all this advertising shit going on, or the guy, this permanent advertising in TV about help for getting the PP up and stuff like that. My gosh, where are we really? How sick is that? Yeah, and it's just money, money with complete wrong ideas. Yeah, so I hate that.
Follow the
that
money.
goes for me in the same direction like this guy who lied about your ham there. This is all lie and putting wrong idols out. Everybody is who he is, and that's what it is. And you cannot change that, even if you put whatever kind of stuff on your head or in your head or whatever. Yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah. And really, like in the end, who gives a shit? Like, it's,
you're right.
When you're comfortable with who you are,
society gives a shit, Mike. That's why.
Society is dumb.
Working. Society is so stupid. So,
I mean, society says having tits as a man is good nowadays.
No, yeah, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, and it's like, well, it's not good because, well, you know, I got a lot of weight to lose. Like, not that great in the long term, but hey, I mean, I guess if you say, but anyway, you're like, you know, it's if you're like a lot of these guys saying they're 5'5", okay, that's fine. Like, who gives a shit? You know, it's like if you're 5'5" and you're confident and you can do what you do well. Okay,
that's fair. Just remember that women like men that are 5'10" or taller. So good luck with that.
Shut the fuck up.
Your gene pool gave you where you are coming from, and I mean that Devon and I have a better gene pool than you because somewhere in your line was an elephant in it. That's just a fact, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, this is what it is, yeah. So don't try to change it, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, no, just
that,
I mean, it's good.
But because of that, you might have the bigger trunk.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine that I've talked about. He was I don't remember how tall he was. Probably 5'6" or 7", shorter guy than me for sure. Guy was he had a apparently from second and third hand sources from girls randomly. He was packing some heat. And I'm like, well, that's because he's smaller or what's going on? I'm like, no, he's packing some heat.
Jeez.
And I'm like, well, hey, that's good for him. Like, fantastic. You know,
got to make up for it somewhere.
Gotta.
I hope his OnlyFans is doing well.
Yeah, he's doing. Jesus, he doesn't have to do OnlyFans. He's
full on pro. Okay, good for him.
Yeah, he's yeah, it's weird how genetics play out because most of my relatives, like on my mom's side and my dad's side, they're about, I don't know, 5'4" to 5'7", just whatever. And I happen to inherit some genes from my mom's grandmother's family of being over 6 feet tall.
Ooh.
You know, so it's weird how that works out. Like it's recessive until I don't know. I'm not a geneticist at all.
Yeah, something lines up and it happens.
Yeah, because I'm taller than both my parents. Like Devon, you met my parents, right?
I've met your dad once.
Yeah. So I'm a lot taller than both of them. My mom.
You're very, very tall compared to your father.
Mm-hmm. And they were always like, "What the hell? What is this?" And it's like, "Oh, that's interesting." But yeah, and there's people that I know whose parents are very tall, and they're 5'6", 5'7". It's like, well, it's not that bad though. Like, again, we were talking about this. Like, Devon and Barrington and I were talking about this too. In an actual like fight, if you want to get like to that, like Neanderthal, like simplistic kind of thing of like comparison, in a fight, you're gonna be a lot faster than me. A lot faster. You can do a lot more damage. If I get you, and I can hold you, you're done.
It's over. Yeah.
But I'm a lot bigger. I have a lot more mass to throw around.
Throw
and all that
around.
shit. And so, smaller people, like, I'm not gonna ever. Well, I don't pick fights with anybody, but like, if it came to that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I want somebody who's just a little bit shorter and a little bit smaller than me. That's it.
Yeah, fair.
That's it. And because I don't want to take on somebody that's very athletic, agile, and everything, because they're just gonna pound the fuck out of me until I'm like can't breathe and my kidneys, I'm pissing blood. Like it's not gonna be good.
Fair.
But yeah, in a fight, like but if I do connect with you in a fight, you're done.
It's pretty much done, yeah.
But I have to be able to like get that perfect shot, and it's like not likely with somebody that's more athletic and smaller than me. So people that are smaller are like, well, I don't know if I can do this. Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
I play that to my strengths with my broad shoulders. Like, especially in the winter, I can wear baggier clothes, so I look bigger than I am. I like to be very heavily underestimated because that helps out a lot when people underestimate me.
Oh yeah, and it's fun because like I've actually back in my bar days, I was never in a fight because I always diffused them immediately, and it was with talking, and there were some that came to blows, and it was like there's no talking to this guy, but then I just kept them away from me, and then got my friends, and
people come and clear it up. Yeah,
and we didn't beat the shit out of them because there's no point. It's just like let's just get them out, get them away.
Too belligerent, get rid of him.
Right, and it's the thing is like the whole fighting thing. The size really matters if you know how to fight. I don't know how to fight. I never learned how because I don't want to learn how. Like it's whatever. And but yeah, it's just funny. But as far as like size goes, people that are secure with themselves, even somewhat, don't give a shit how tall or short you are, how big or skinny you are. It doesn't matter. It's like we're all in this together. We're all taking a big bite out of the shit sandwich as a human being. And we're just having fun.
There's a question out there. Why would you pee in a fight? The answer is very simple, because you lost control. That's the reason why you are peeing in a fight.
Pissing your pants?
Yeah. That's because I lose control.
Yeah.
That's why they piss in your pants. That's the answer. That's the only answer. There is no way around. Nobody pisses on purpose in a fight in his pants. It's happened because he's losing control.
Some people do, actually, because it makes other people feel bad for you. So they'll pee themselves to diffuse the situation before it actually comes to blows.
I don't think that's a controlled mechanism.
That's not a good strategy.
It's a big prison thing, actually. Like, if you get into a prison fight, a lot of guys that know they can't win will just pee themselves, and it makes everyone feel bad for them. So, because it's better than dying sometimes, so... If you're smart enough to recognize that if you piss yourself and look weak and helpless and you're not worth it, then...
That's basically a similar mechanism like a dog when it knows it has no chance, lays on his back.
Yep.
Similar situation then, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fight or flight, and when it comes down to living or not, you'll piss your pants. So, so...
For sure. Yeah, it's fun. But
speaking of pissing,
all this piss talk, I have to piss.
Didn't you just go before the stream?
Yeah, he calls me the item man, but he forgets one thing. He has a prostata issue, not me.
Little kitten bladder over here. You got all that torso room, and it's no bladder, apparently.
Or I haven't been drinking coffee like fucking water for the past 40 fucking years. And when I drink water, my body naturally metabolizes that, and I have to go piss.
You could try some coffee. Maybe that'll help.
You're trying to argue here. The fact is,
I'm not going
to. Especially with that body. You should be able to hold water for 8 hours easily.
Easily, Mike. Come on now.
Yeah, that's fun. But Devin, like like before the whole sickness thing came on in the surgery, I could not drink caffeine at all. I tried it the other day. I got a little bit of a buzz off of it, like kind of like whatever. And then it didn't give me anxiety though. It was just kind of like I'm energetic. So, but I don't want to get addicted to caffeine again, like, because I know what that's like.
We could have a nice cup of coffee though, take the edge off.
Right. No. So, my better half has iced coffee in the fridge constantly, and so in the morning I've been taking there's a couple mornings I've woken up and I'm just like, God damn, I don't want to do anything today.
Something to get jump started. Yeah.
Yep. I just take a couple swigs out of there and let it happen, and it's like, okay. Like, and it's weird because my heart rate doesn't increase that much either. It goes from about 60 beats per minute to like 68 or 70.
Yeah, if you're not drinking like a whole big cup of it, it gives you just a little burst and you're set.
Right.
Man.
And then also I could sleep that night too.
Mike, the man Dan out there has right now some really good hints for you. How you can get yourself to maybe at some point be relieved. I mean,
yeah. So I'm glad you identified that there, Ben. I'm gonna go piss. I'm gonna let the dog is sleeping. So, but
not once you stand up.
Oh, it's on. Yeah. I just moved back and he's like squirming.
When you come back, you are wearing the paperback which you got passed when you come back. He has forgotten about it. Do you recognize Devin?
He's trying to not let us watch him eat.
Yeah, wait. This is all opposite. I think you put it from where you sit to your left-hand side.
Yeah.
You split it. Yep. There, paperback was passed to you. Yeah, you are wearing that when you come back.
It's DQ fries. Okay.
Those are pretty good.
DQ fries, and you're jealous, Baron, because you don't have them in front of you. You should, while I'm away.
How can I be jealous if I even didn't know what that is? How
That's
can
fair.
I be jealous?
Well, it could have been down that you were huffing for all I know.
But now that I told you,
Mike.
And you should tell everybody the poor white trash meal that you make for yourself when you just don't feel like cooking.
I kind of want to know what this is too.
I don't tell you. Yeah, I can do that. Give me a second.
All right, I want to know what this is. If it's as good as the gangbang, I'm on board.
No. we have to explain it to Baron too. Like after I get back.
Gangbang? All right, yeah.
After we get back, yeah. So okay, yeah.
There you go.
And what I'm doing actually is I break them pretty small, boil them, add a German spice to it, which is called Maggi, to give it a little bit flavor. Put little ham flakes with it and boil that. So and then when it is basically done, then I put an egg with it.
That sounds awesome.
It is fantastic. I love it. Yeah. And surprisingly, that stuff actually helps when you are sick. When you have a cold or so, that's better than any medicine. It actually helps. I don't know why there is a spice in it. It is something Asiatic. I don't even know what it is. But I love it. It's just one meal. It's easy, quick. When I'm too lazy to cook myself something, then that's what it gives.
I mean, I'd eat that. To be fair, there's not a lot I wouldn't eat, but
that's good stuff. Really, can just suggest.
That's your favorite flavor to do it with, though? Chicken, or do you not use the flavor packet?
I use a flavor packet, but they have different flavors, and I always buy big boxes of different. I just grab from time to time here and there, so I do have different flavors from it.
Okay.
But because I'm putting the ham flakes with it and boil it with it, it always has a little bit of the German spice, which is called Maggi, with it. I always have about the same flavor line, and I just love it. Yeah, it's very simple, easy, good to eat, and love it.
I might have to try that. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, and the ham pieces, that's basically stuff when you go in a fresh salad department from any grocery store. Usually they have the sauces you can buy for salads and stuff like that, and then they also have this little ham flakes can grab it out of the fridge if you want to, and I just sprinkle quite a few in the boiling water. Let it boil through, and just good, just good. Yeah. So I put this back where it belongs.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd eat that for sure.
This is all my fault. Yeah, I never wear that kind of shirt, but all for the movie. Yeah, so that's what it is. So I had to get me a set of these shirts, and I have now 6. And some won't survive the movie. I can tell so much, I think, and have to age them now. Yeah, so they will get washed with a little wrong colored stuff, so that they get discolored and stuff like that.
Yeah, you'll have to spill some coffee on yourself or something.
Yeah, the problem is I have 6 of them now, and they all have to be aged alike.
Ooh.
So spilling coffee is not easy. Yeah,
fair.
And so therefore it will be very interesting. And I'm looking forward to this whole thing. I'm really do.
You got Mr. Backup Banter coming in his pure white outfit.
He still doesn't have the paperback on.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Hey, Baron, that paperback is way too small. It might fit you, but it doesn't fit me.
So get a second paper bag.
That's what we wanted to see, Mike. That's basically what we wanted to see.
You want to see the bag blow open, on the first bicep?
Yeah, we wanted to see fat guy in a little coat.
So that's about. Mike, when you were gone, I just spoke with Devon about this ones here, and that I have now 6 of them. And they all need to be aged equally, so that won't be easy. And but we will get it done. Yeah,
it will be easy. You just wear them underneath your normal sweaty-filled clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a whole bunch. Yeah. So
it's a lot of cotton. It's fun.
It is. It is actually some weight to it, and the German word for the way they are done. So this here, that I don't know if you can see that. It's fine rib. No, I don't think you really can see that. Let me see. Does it show it better? Yeah, the German word is fine rib. And that is actually something really awful, because only old guys wear fine rib. Yeah, so therefore I'm now really feeling old, and that's all because of you. Yeah, because you make me wearing these things. Yeah. So,
but it's kind of nice though. The wife beaters are really good. I didn't used to like wearing them either. Then I got a bunch of these for cheap, and I wear them all the time now. Actually, they're really nice.
Well, and part of this, band, is to get you in character and make everything accurate and make you wear that. And part of this is also to hound you into an assisted suicide because you realize I'm old.
Yeah, the funny part is, you see, I'm writing that already down there. I know that I'm old. Especially when I see you guys, I know I'm not 30 anymore. So I'm aware of that. But the nice part is I really live well with that. So you cannot get me there. You are completely on the wrong line.
Joke's on you, Mike. He gets the same amount of food for less because the senior discount.
Oh,
I don't try to look like 20 or stuff like that. I'm just who I am, and that's 58, and perfect fit for the role. So therefore, what could be better, So
at 58, you're in better shape than both Devon and I are. So
that's fair. I'm not in that great of shape. I'm working on it. But being sick really threw me for a curve in there. So.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Like before then, you weren't actually in shape. You were.
I was getting in shape pretty quick, though.
Yeah, and then you get sick.
Cat.
I have to show you my little girl. That's Louise. Yeah, and Louise is a rescue, and she's not happy what I'm doing with her right now. Yeah. Not happy? Come show your pretty blue eyes. Yeah, show your pretty blue eyes.
You have blue eyes.
Yo. Okay, I let her go. So now you guys also know Louise. Yeah, and beside Louise, there's also Aoi around and Blitz and
Blitz, yeah,
Miss
I've seen
Daisy.
Blitz, yeah.
You.
Blitz you have seen, and Miss Daisy, I think you have seen 2 once. I'm not sure.
Yep, once, but it wasn't that long. Like Blitz, the other night when we were talking, like she came out.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. How's your new cat doing, Mike?
He's very, very needy. And Baron saw this the other night, like when we were on just chatting about the film and everything. So Chester, he is like, if you're not holding him, he'll start screaming, like, you know, meowing constantly, like,
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck? Okay, so you hold him, and he just constantly like rotates around in your body, and then you know, I got the flabalanche that he can lay on when I sit like this. He has the flabalanche that he can lay on and just kind of sit, but he doesn't like to be stationary for more than like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. And he'll come up and lick your face, but when he licks your face, it's not licking your face with his tongue. It's open mouth, dragging his face with a shitload of saliva. And just, it's weird. It's a weird cat.
Was all full saliva last time when I saw him and I talked with him. The cat
Yeah.
was actually coming up to him, crawling with the claws on his back up, and you could
Yep.
see the pain in his face. I had such an enjoyment. You cannot believe
It's such an enjoyment.
And
Yes,
the
sadistic
cat
fuck,
crawls up his back and then over the shoulder, and then he could finally get a hold, and you could see the relief in his face.
Yeah.
So finally, and then the cat started to saliva his whole face, and he was sitting with his tissue, trying. Yeah, and was something to just, you have to see that. Yeah, you cannot
Yeah,
even
Baron
describe.
loves misery. Baron loves misery in people. Like he just loves seeing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You were laughing exactly like that. Yeah, it's fun. Maniacally laughing as I'm suffering and we're trying to have a conversation. You sit there laughing, and I'm like, I'm sorry. You know, oh God, it's not professional. And you're just like, you know, that's fun.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Is he still getting along with all the other animals and stuff, except for Cody, obviously, probably?
No, actually, with Cody, he's he actually stopped hissing at him a couple days ago. And Cody just does this thing, and then Chester, if he violates Chester in a way that I don't know what exactly the criteria are, but like he'll smack him in the face with his claws, and then Cody will just go away.
Good.
For the time being. Like, I mean,
yeah. Obviously, Cody's like, I'll be back.
Oh yeah. So if Baron will have any scene laughing like that in Reveille, it's gonna be dead. Or I'm gonna be dead. Yes, Alexi, he will have some scenes like that. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Yep.
Oh gosh, man, I wish I could be there, but
imagine somebody makes my laughing to a ringtone for a cell phone. Wouldn't that be something? You are running through the store and you hear my laughing from all over the corners.
yeah.
Well, probably like there'll be some of these sick fucks that watch our streams that will do that. So
there are.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
wouldn't that be something? Oh, the world got so crazy. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
And you're sitting there, you know, just looking at shit. There's like the ambient music going on in the supermarket, and all of a sudden you hear.
Oh gosh, I've definitely heard that before too. The guy just hacking up a lung from laughing a couple aisles over.
Oh, that's actually really funny. Like, it's,
yeah. Are you gonna make it, old timer? Like,
Yep.
God, there was one time where that literally happened, and then it's like I'm just doing my work, and then you hear a bunch of ambulance guys run in. It's like, I must have not made it.
Whoops.
It's a little too hard there.
I can promise you guys who are watching that we do not have a microwave in the cave. Or that even goes through. We do not have a microwave in the cave. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Oh,
That
Microwave
could
in the
be
cave.
a slogan. We don't have a microwave in the cave.
oh man.
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, but your cigarette smoking will provide enough radiation the way you do it. Like it'll
You're gonna have to like air it out between scenes because there's gonna be like a trapped layer of smoke at the top of the cave that you're gonna have to fan out after.
No. So I sent Baron a video earlier about something like Bavarian guy like yodeling. Obviously, Baron says he's not Bavarian, but I mean, let's be honest here.
I mean, if he's
I mean,
yodeling, come on. Man.
that guy had self-control. That guy really had self-control. You have to admit that.
Dude, he had this cigarette in his mouth and he was yodeling at like Mach speed with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth burning. It wasn't just there, it was burning.
God damn.
And he had this thing going and it was insane. And I was like, so Baron, we just found you. Like you can stop the lies. Stop all the lies. Like you're from Bavaria and you used to do this, and then now you're going to be playing in a film.
Are we gonna get a yodel scene in the film?
Oh, not for me.
Oh.
Not for me.
He says he's not from Bavaria, but he is from Bavaria. Like, let's be honest here. Like he says he's from Braunschweig, which is like north central Germany, but he's really from.
Yeah, now when you go that route, Mike, then I will tell you a little bit about me. My hometown is Braunschweig, like the sausage you can buy at Walmart. It's called Braunschweiger, yeah, but I'm not in the sausage. Not that somebody gets here the wrong idea, yeah. So I'm not in the sausage, but it's called.
Who's in the sausage then?
The ruler of my hometown, Heinrich der Löwe, Henry the Lion, actually was also Herzog of Bavaria. And he also was the founder of Munich. So my hometown is way older than Munich. Yeah. And when you see it that way, then yeah, true, there might be actually some kind of a connection, but there is quite a bit of mileage between my hometown and Munich. Yeah. And my hometown actually belongs to Lower Saxony, where he was the ruler at that time, also was the ruler of. Yeah. So he was the only one at that point who actually ruled two kingdoms, the one of Lower Saxony and the one of Bavaria. So that's kind of so therefore there is indeed a historical connection, yeah, but not to the sausage, just that you don't get that wrong.
Yeah, okay. No, the Braunschweiger is okay, but you're saying that there could be a chance that you were that yodeler that I sent you the video of.
Did you hear me at any point denying it?
But no, I'm just confirming. I'm confirm speaking.
No.
No, we can't ruin his ulterior superhero identity.
I didn't deny it, but I also didn't confirm it. I just leave you in your imagination. So that simple it is.
Sure.
You will not get an answer from me. No.
Oh no.
That would maybe at the 15th when you are here. So for the guys here in September 15th, Mike is visiting in Iowa and gets a little bit culture. I know he is lacking of that, but we will help him there a little bit out.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, for sure. And and I haven't met Jorg or Burdett before. Like, so it's gonna be a really good experience. Like,
yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be fun, but also, yeah, it's like an alter ego that you might have that you didn't want somebody to discover, but we did, and
yeah, it's like Batman to Bruce Wayne type thing,
And it's like Ron Swanson to Duke Silver.
Yeah, Duke Silver. Oh God.
I mean, Baron doesn't get that reference.
I'm really thankful, Devon, because you did this just fantastic. you took Bruce Wayne and Batman and not Robin, and I'm really thankful for that.
Oh God! Well, you got to be young to be the Boy Wonder. So I mean,
yeah. I'm young in mind, so that's the point. So Mike is already past retirement age. He is basically already by mind in the nursing home. Yeah, but I'm still just out of kindergarten. And so therefore,
boy.
it's not what you see; it's what is in. That's the
Well, that
important
explains a
part.
lot. Like you just said, you're out of kindergarten. Okay,
Yeah.
so we can work with that. We can work with that. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Like we'll make it through this.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Jesus,
oh God!
firing with both barrels tonight, there, Baron. That's nice.
You wanted
But-
to shoot the shit. So
Oh, yeah.
now-
But I told you this is like an exquisite shoot the shit. Like it's
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Devin and I, we usually just sit here and like we discuss historical topics, whatever, and then we just make fun of each other.
Yeah, fair.
You know, like that's what we do is give each other shit, and then
Then
It's
talk
like,
about Culvers for 20 minutes because
Culvers.
people
Culvers.
don't know about Culvers, and that's like a run-on thing we do in the streams is tell
Oh,
everybody that
yes.
doesn't have Culvers how good Culvers is.
Baron, you have Culvers down there?
I don't even know what
You
you
have
are talking
Culver-
about.
Yeah, you have Culvers in Iowa. Culvers.
The restaurant.
Culvers. Culvers. It's a
Yeah,
fast food joint.
there is actually a couple around. Yeah, actually a couple. Yeah.
And have you been to them?
I think once. Yeah, and I was not impressed.
Uh-oh. Okay. So how are you not impressed?
That's heresy.
I can't even say it's too long ago. I was so much
Okay.
not impressed that I don't went again. So that's basically the thing.
Sounds
and
like
it
Mike's got
was
another
fun.
fast food YouTube video in the works.
Right. So when I'm down there, and Michael's down there, because Michael, there's no Culvers out in Idaho.
Everyone's going to Culvers.
We have to go to Culvers, and we have to do that. And I have to film it. Because I'll tell you what to get, by the way, like when you really want to get a good, because I'll ask you what you like and everything, and like we'll get it. It's Jesus Christ.
Whataburger and a walleye sandwich.
A walleye sandwich is a fantastic if
The
they
best
have
thing
it.
they have on the menu.
If they have it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
a
problem,
seasonal
it's like-
thing. Yeah.
Well, and even
There's
the
a
season,
nice
like,
comment right now. There's a nice comment. KJS writes, "What the fuck is Culvers?" That's
well,
about
it's
how
a
you
regional.
feel.
It's a regional fast food joint. KJS, you've never heard the rant about Culvers, like on any
Well,
of
I
the
shouldn't
streams?
say it's regional. It's all over the North Midwest, and then somehow Florida. Florida has Culvers. So
What?
yeah, Florida's got a couple Culvers. Yeah.
Well, I know Colorado does, and like but it's mainly like a northern Midwest thing. It started in Wisconsin, and it
Mhm.
like it. Oh my God! So yeah, Baron, we're gonna go. We're gonna make the trek to Culvers while I'm down there and while Michael's down there. That's gonna happen.
You don't wanna waste the time on and your capability of eating on that, because when
Yes,
you
we
come
do.
here, you will get
Ye-
good German food, homemade.
Yes.
Then you do not want to go to Culvers. I
No,
trust
but
me.
it's a thing that I've been harping on.
Yeah,
the
it's a
stream.
crusade to tell people how it's the best fast food restaurant.
So on the way back from Des Moines, right? When you do your swearing in, like we'll stop at a Culver's. That'll be the thing. We'll stop there, and then we'll continue the road
I
trip.
don't even know where there would be one. So
I'll
we would
find
have
one.
to Google.
I'll find
Yeah.
one. I'll find one.
Google. But you when we leave Des Moines, you just had a very good German meal there. So why do you want to
Sure.
destroy that with some fast food?
How about this? We'll orchestrate that, but like at one point when we're down there, we're gonna go to Culver's. At one point, no, we'll figure it out, And
I could check out. I could check out if there is one in Waterloo. Pretty likely, but
there's one
pretty
in
likely.
Waterloo.
pretty likely. So, but I could check that out, and we can, for Mike's sake, we can stop by, and you can take a picture. And
I've had friends from a lot of places in the U.S. come down. Come over here. I've had a lot of friends like from a lot of places in the U.S. come over here, like In-N-Out Burger they are used to, and they had Culver's, and they were like, well, for fast food, it's really good.
It's pretty hard to beat Culver's.
The interesting part about that is when I came the first time to America, I arrived in Minneapolis, and Burdett picked me up. And the first night we stayed in Minneapolis with friends he has over there. And after we had arrived there, they asked me what I want to eat. So, and everybody would expect when a German comes to America, he wants to have a good steak or so. But that actually was not what I asked for. What I asked for was I wanted to have an original American hamburger. That's actually what I'm asking for. Not this German blah, blah, blah stuff you cannot eat, not McDonald's or so. And if I remember right, don't nail me on that, but I would have to ask for that. But I think we went to an Hardee's.
A Hardee's? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Hardee's. And there I got my first original American hamburger. And there's a very interesting story with it, because with that meal came a salad, and she asked me what kind of dressing. And then I was looking with a big question mark, and my English was not as fluent as it is now. So you have to see that's about 18 years ago. Imagine how bad it was then. Yeah. So if you think
that's what I'm saying.
So imagine how bad it was then 18 years ago. So you get the idea. So I looked a little bit with big question marks in my eyes, and Burdett then said French. I looked at him. Okay. Then she asked me what kind of potato, and I looked again with kind of a big question mark, because I didn't know. It was the first time I ever went to an American restaurant. So I looked again with two big question marks in my eyes, and then Burdett said French fries. I looked again. Okay. Good. Then I got at some point my food, and it was fantastic. I enjoyed it. It was good. And at the next morning, we went to the same place for breakfast. And Burdett told me about, now listen, French toast. And at that moment, I asked, where am I? Am I in the United States, or am I in France? French fries, French dressing, French toast. Yeah. So, But actually, all three things were actually really good. So therefore, I just ignored the French part and enjoyed the meal. So,
that's right.
That's the story a little bit. My first 2 meals in America were very much influenced by the word French. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's pretty accurate.
I mean, there is a lot of French crap around here. I mean, look at, you got St. Paul, Des Moines, La Croix, all the French shit in the area, so it makes sense.
Yeah, the funny part is here. So Iowa itself has a way higher German heritage. So there is at the beginning was some Irish, but then they couldn't handle the good quality here, and they just went away. And the Germans stayed, and they actually made something. And Iowa is one of the best farming grounds you can find in the whole world. That simple it is.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm just
he's just getting more cafe.
That's right.
Yeah. But like we have to do that. Like we have to go to Culver's and just get whatever, because. And so, Baron, your experience with Waffle House.
Ooh, that's another great American establishment, the Waffle House.
That actually was a great experience. We went to Georgia in order to pick up a rare phonograph. And that is one of the things you don't get shipped. You go and you pick it up to make sure you actually
get it. Fragile, yeah.
And now they are not necessarily fragile, but you know how postal services work. So even if it is not fragile, they get it broken. So you be sure of that. So, however, we drove up there, and then the way back, we made kind of a sightseeing trip for me, so that I see a little bit from the United States and all. And we met actually Waffle Houses, and that was really good. I really liked that. Yeah, so cannot complain about that one. And if I see one, I would directly stop by and go in again,
Right.
just to have that again. Yeah, even if it was very plain, very simple, but the food was just awesome good. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's American diner food cooked in front of you. You can see the guys cooking it.
Yeah.
Whoever's cooking it.
Yeah.
You can see the chef or the
was really
cook's
good.
cooking it, and yeah, it's
all that I know is I don't want it if somebody that doesn't look like Mike B is making my food at a Waffle House.
Well, and also like, yeah, I mean, Baron, you probably experienced this, but like, it's like this Waffle House. They take your order, they go, all right, and they yell it out. They go, bam, bam, this, and this. All right. The cook goes, all right, cool. They get it all out, and they just, bam, it's on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the griddle cooking, and it's like, okay, that's interesting. Very stressful for us Midwesterners, but it's the way it gets done, and it gets done well, and it's like, man, it's cheap, it's good, you know. So, but yeah, Culver's is something that Baron it's you got to experience it, and the walleye sandwich is a great suggestion, Devin K.
Yeah, it is. It's a very, very, very good. It's probably my favorite thing that they actually have at
right.
Culver's.
And if I could eat it, like I would, because I've had it many times, and oh my god,
it's
so
really good.
And I just like
the other fast food chain I'm not really impressed with, because I never found something for me I actually enjoyed, is Arby's. Yeah, for some reason.
Arby's.
Yeah, I never
You
found
kind of have to
something.
like what they're about in order to.
Pretty likely, yes. It never impressed me. And
the beef and cheddar, the big beef and cheddar, with the onion roll and the cheddar sauce and the beef. That's pretty good.
I might not have had it. I stopped there 2-3 times, and every time I was, let's say it that way, you can eat it. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's edible, but like,
I would put on my first choice there. Yeah, so.
Well, see, that's why you gotta have a fat American teach you the ways of shitty fast food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to have a fat American teach you the ways of this.
Yeah.
It's like the Force.
Mike educated me on the McGangbang.
So, okay. This is a great thing, Baron. And you have a McDonald's near you?
We do, yeah.
Of course he does. He lives in America.
Well, right, but like, I mean, my closest one is 10 minutes away, but like,
I know we have to go a little bit further. It's in Waterloo, so there. But when you come into Waterloo, there's directly one, so you cannot miss it.
Yeah. So the McGangbang, we'll do that on a different time period of on the trip that Michael and I are gonna be taking down there.
Yeah, it'll be immediately after Culver's.
But here's what a McGangbang is. It is you order a McDouble and a McChicken. Okay.
Yeah.
And you take the McDouble and you separate it between the two patties of meat.
Yeah.
You separate it. You take an entire McChicken sandwich and you throw it in between that. And then, you just reconstruct it and then press down as far as you can go.
Yeah.
And then you eat it. I have a video on my YouTube channel of Devin for the first time eating this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he bites into it and he goes, oh.
Hold on.
Yep. Oh, yeah? Yeah, hold on. That's exactly what he said. And he goes, oh, wow, this is really good. So he took down the whole McGangbang. That's what we call it. Because you're literally putting a sandwich within a sandwich. But it's got to be done a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
And it's back like, 10, 12 years ago, when we first found out about this, we did these all the time.
And it's like $2. It was $2.
Yeah, it was, because both those things, the McDouble used to be on the dollar menu.
They are now $1.49 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. But they used to be like dollar menu.
Because what I'm doing is, instead of your chicken sandwich thing, I open mine also up. So the idea of opening up a McDouble seems to be pretty common. Then I do
Yep.
that too. But what I do instead of the chicken sandwich, I'm putting French fries, and I always
Oh.
get me a little jar of the sauce that is a honey mustard sauce, which they usually sell with chicken things. And I get me that, and then I get that on it, and that's just perfect. Good.
Well, Christ, you might have invented a new sandwich that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
So
Possible.
what the hell are we going to call that? What are we going to call that?
That's McBand or McOld. McOld is
McBand. McBand. Yeah, that's valid. Like
that is, yeah.
That's a valid sandwich. Like that's a valid American
I'd eat that.
sandwich.
That sounds like an American sandwich.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So and
that
actually really is good. That's also I learned that in Germany from somebody. Honey mustard and sauce and French fries. It's a perfect combination. I never believed it until I tried it. Yeah, so I tried it then at some point, and wow, is that good? Yeah, and then with the McDoubles, there's just when you have just a plain McDouble, it's okay, but something is missing on that whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by adding something, I really see you make something from it, and that's good. That's the same what I do with a lot of fast food, like what I showed you. Yeah, I'm usually adding something to it, and then it actually starts to be good. Yeah. Until then, it's lacking on being good. It's food, yeah, okay, but it's lacking on being good food. And then if you add something to it, suddenly it gets to be really great. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes from being bland mush to more edible.
Right.
So,
enjoyable.
That's right. Yeah.
There's somebody who McDonald's has the best French fries. That must be a regional thing, because here I think the French fries from McDonald's often suck. And I think the one from Burger King are actually better. But that might be my personal opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all made a different way, and like I mean, McDonald's fries it's a standard. Like here's the thing: is with McDonald's is like it's a standard, you know. Like, and
they have a whole process to theirs, and they add shit to it and stuff. Yeah.
Right, and so it might not be like a regional thing. It just might be you don't like them as much.
True. So there's a lot of McDonald's I've had where they're like way too burnt or not done enough, and they're soggy.
Yeah.
So like when McDonald's fries are done like how they're supposed to be, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're good. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the point is, when they are done like they are supposed to be, they come out, they are nice and crispy and all, but you give them 2-3 minutes and you can hit. And so like my finger here. Ooh. Yeah, they lose everything.
Soggy.
Yeah, they're soggy. Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's what I don't like on it. And there I just think that the ones from Burger King are better. But if you put them between a McDouble, then the whole thing changes.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing. Like
perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, it does. That makes me really hungry, actually.
Yep. And so, yeah, speaking of that, yeah, you want to call her for the night?
Sure. I mean, I got to go to the McDonald's that's 5 blocks away.
So that's a long walk. Are you sure you can make that, Devin?
I haven't had my run yet today, so I probably should. So.
Just run to McDonald's, get your fries, run back.
Eat more calories than I actually burned going there and back. Yeah. So.
Gain some fucking weight.
Yep. God, I probably should gain some weight. I'm kind of small, so.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Burger King has better fries. DQ has great fries, by the way.
There's not a lot of people that know what DQ is either. That's kind of a regional thing too.
Well, it's everywhere in the U.S.
DQ is that this Dairy Queen thing?
Yep, Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm just asking.
Yeah. Dairy Queen's got really good food for fast food. Yep.
Yeah, they do.
So.
It's another Wisconsin thing. What's with Wisconsin and making fast food places?
Famous Dave's, not a fast food place, but apparently has good ribs and
Yeah.
whatever. Who knows?
And then you have Dairy Queen and Culver's, and yeah, it's a lot of fast food places that come out of one state.
We're all very. So Tim Dillon put it this way: in the Midwest, the Upper Midwest, very serious eaters. They eat
Yeah.
very serious food because the winters suck,
Yeah.
and we just don't get out of that. And through the summer, it's like, well, we're eating the winter. The winter is coming.
Yep.
So yeah.
The same way with booze. I don't want to drink it unless it came from some place that's cold and sad, because those people know how to make a good drink. So
Yeah.
So.
But all right, so everybody, thanks for watching. We will see you on the next stream.
That's right.
Have a good
Later.
time. Bye bye.